What if I told you that one of the most painful experiences a human being can go through can be caused by something smaller than a single grain of rice? It's not a broken bone. It's not major surgery. It's not even a life-threatening disease. It's a kidney stone. A tiny hard crystal forming silently inside your body, growing without any warning, until one day it decides to move. And when it moves, the pain can be so intense that people compare it to the worst pain imaginable. But here is the powerful truth that most people don't know. Kidney stones are not just bad luck. They are not random. And in most cases, they are preventable. Today, we're going to talk about how to stop kidney stones forever. Not temporarily, not just managing the pain, but truly preventing them from ever coming back. First, let's understand what a kidney stone really is. But when certain minerals, like calcium, oxalate, or uric acid become too concentrated in your urine, they start to stick together. Over time, these tiny crystals grow bigger and harder. Eventually, they form a stone. Sometimes, the stone stays right there in the kidney and causes no symptoms at all. But when it travels down the urinary tract, that's when the nightmare begins. You might feel a sudden sharp pain in your lower back. That pain can spread to your abdomen or groin. It can be accompanied by nausea, vomiting, a burning sensation when you urinate, and even blood in your urine. The pain often comes in waves, and it can be so debilitating it can stop you from walking, talking, or even thinking clearly. And here's something really important to know. Once you've had one kidney stone, your chances of getting another one increase significantly. So the real question isn't, how do I treat this kidney stone? The real question is, how do I make sure this never ever happens again? Let's start with the most powerful weapon you have in your arsenal. Water. Yes, something so simple, so basic, and so often underestimated. Most kidney stones form because your urine becomes too concentrated. When you don't drink enough water, the minerals in your urine don't get diluted properly. They stick together more easily, and they grow into stones much faster. Drinking enough water keeps your urine light and diluted. It acts like a constant flush for your system, washing out tiny crystals before they ever have the chance to grow into stones. For most adults, this means drinking about 2.5 to 3 liters of water every single day. If you live in a hot climate or you sweat a lot from exercise, you might need even more. Here is a simple rule to follow. Your urine should be a pale yellow or almost clear color. If it's dark yellow, that's your body telling you it's asking for more water. Think of water as your daily protection plan. It costs almost nothing, but it can save you from truly unbearable pain. Now, let's talk about something that's probably hiding in your kitchen right now. Salt. Salt, or sodium, is one of the biggest hidden triggers for kidney stones. When you eat too much sodium, your body responds by releasing more calcium into your urine. More calcium in your urine dramatically increases the risk of stone formation, and the problem is, salt is everywhere. It's in fast food, packaged snacks, frozen meals, sauces, and even bread. If you're serious about stopping kidney stones forever, you have to get your salt intake under control. The best way to do this is to cook more of your meals at home. When you do buy packaged foods, read the nutrition labels carefully. And try to avoid heavily processed foods as much as possible. Aim to stay under 2,300 milligrams of sodium per day. If you're already at a high risk for stones, your doctor might recommend an even lower amount. Now, here's a surprising fact that catches a lot of people off guard. Many people think, well, my kidney stones are made of calcium, so I should stop eating calcium. This is a huge mistake. In fact, it can make things worse. When you drastically reduce calcium from your diet, your body actually absorbs more oxalate from your food, which can increase your risk of forming the most common type of stone. Instead of avoiding calcium, you should get it from natural food sources like milk, yogurt, and other balanced meals. Dietary calcium actually helps by binding with oxalate in your intestines, so it never reaches your kidneys in the first place. The key here is balance, not extremes. So let's talk more about those oxalates. Oxalates are natural substances found in certain healthy foods like spinach, nuts, chocolate, tea, and beets. They can combine with calcium in the urine and form stones. But this absolutely does not mean you have to eliminate these foods completely. The answer is moderation. If you're going to eat oxalate-rich foods, try to combine them with calcium-containing foods in the same meal. Remember to stay hydrated to help flush everything out. The bottom line is, don't overdo any one particular food item. Extreme dieting can often create more harm than good. Smart, balanced eating wins every single time. Next up, let's talk about movement. Your body was designed to move. When you're inactive for long periods, calcium can actually leave your bones and end up at higher concentrations in your urine. A lack of physical activity also affects your overall metabolism and can contribute to weight gain, another risk factor. Regular movement helps regulate your body's chemistry and keeps everything in balance. You don't need intense, grueling workouts or expensive gym memberships. Even just 30 minutes of daily walking can make a massive difference. When it comes to exercise and prevention, consistency is far more powerful than intensity. Now let's talk about protein. High-protein diets, especially those that are very heavy in red meat and other animal proteins, can increase uric acid levels in your body. This can also reduce a substance called citrate in your urine. Citrate is a natural stone inhibitor. It helps prevent stones from forming. So when your citrate levels drop, your stone risk rises. Again, this doesn't mean you should avoid protein completely. It just means you need to balance your diet. Try to include more plant-based protein sources, like beans and lentils, and eat reasonable portions of meat. Like with everything else, the key is moderation. It's also true that some people are at a higher risk than others. If kidney stones run in your family, your genetic risk is higher. If you're overweight, often dehydrated, or you follow extreme fad diets, your risk also increases. Certain medical conditions and even some medications can raise your risk as well. If you've already had a kidney stone, your doctor might suggest further testing. This could involve a 24-hour urine collection, which can show exactly what minerals are too high in your body. Blood tests and imaging can also help your doctor understand your specific type of stone. With this information, your prevention plan becomes even more powerful because it's personalized just for you. But beyond all the medical facts, there's something deeper at play here. It's your mindset. Most people wait for pain before they change their habits. They ignore their water intake, they don't think about balancing their diet, and they ignore the early warning signs. Until one day, the pain becomes so severe it forces them to act. But what if you chose prevention before pain? Kidney stones don't just form overnight. They develop slowly, silently, over weeks, months, or even years. That means you have the power to stop them early. Every glass of water you drink, every healthy meal you choose, and every time you say no to excessive salt, you are actively protecting your future self. Imagine waking up every day without that fear in the back of your mind. No anxiety about a sudden attack of pain. No more emergency room visits. No more sleepless nights spent clutching your side in agony. Imagine being able to travel freely, work confidently, and just live your life without that constant worry. That freedom is absolutely worth the simple daily discipline it takes to do it. Here is a simple daily blueprint you can start following today. Start your morning with a full glass of water. Carry a water bottle with you throughout the day and sip from it regularly, not just when you feel thirsty. Choose fresh, whole foods more often than packaged ones. Keep your salt intake low and your meals balanced. Move your body every day, even a simple walk after dinner helps. And before you go to bed, drink another small glass of water. These are small habits. But when they are repeated daily, they create massive, long-term results. The truth is simple. Kidney stones are painful. They are frightening. But they are not unstoppable. You do not have to live in fear of the next attack. Hydrate consistently. Eat balanced meals. Reduce your salt. Stay active. Maintain a healthy weight. And follow your doctor's advice if you are at high risk. These are not extreme changes. They are sustainable lifestyle choices. And when you practice them consistently, they can dramatically reduce your risk for life. Your body wants to be in balance, your kidneys want your support, and you have complete control over many of the factors that matter the most. So today, make a decision. Will you wait for pain to force you into making a change? Or you choose prevention, starting right now? Because stopping kidney stones forever isn't about some miracle pill. It's about daily habits. And the power to build those habits is already in your hands. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, please subscribe for more health tips.